of Jesus, we discover how narrow and how limited I am and you are. Unfortunately, we all live in a time of indifference. We've come to a point in our lives that if a sister or a brother offends us and we can't deal with it, what do we do with them on Facebook? We unfriend them. Zap! They're out of my hair. I don't have to even worry about reconciliation. I don't have to worry about trying to get along with them. I just don't fool with it. I really don't think that's what Jesus means for us to do. Jesus means for us to embrace each other and to love each other. We don't zap, unfriend them. So, we respond to a desire or lack of desire for reconciliation when we back away from those with whom we disagree and we just move on with the crowd and not be bothered. I told you last night, Friday night, I thoroughly enjoyed my 50th class reunion. Friday afternoon, there came a text, an email, and a Facebook message, all saying the same thing so we didn't miss it. And it said, we want to talk about everything at the class reunion except politics and religion. And for a moment I thought, now that's very wise to do away with that, because what gets us more riled up in life than a good argument about politics or religion? And yet, as the evening went on Friday night, and as the evening went on Saturday night, it was so nice not to hear any argument at all. So maybe there are things that occasionally we just need to put away and not worry about what we're going to do or what they're going to do. And what all of this shows is I have and you have an inability to grasp what God wants to do in my life and in the lives of ones that we love. Our ideas about the possibilities of faith sometimes get shoved over to the side because this person here totally disagrees with me about religion. And this person here doesn't get it about politics. So I'm just going to push them away. And we miss the opportunity for a relationship. It's very sad what we miss. And unfortunately, we do all this because we are not filled with gratitude. Sadly, that's the realm we live in today. We don't really believe that God can move mountains. But do you know why? It's not necessary. I can go to the airport. I can fly right over it. So why should God have to move it? We've come that far. We lose the idea that faith can help us in anything we need, because Jesus sets before us this whole new world of awe and wonder and endless possibility. So if we possess even a small amount of faith, remember the mustard seed last week? If we possess the faith that Samaritan had, there really is no telling what we can experience. There was a little church, and there was a father and a mother of a young man who was killed in battle back during war. And one day they came to the minister and they told him that they wanted to make a generous monetary gift as a memorial to their son who died in the battle. And the minister said, that is just a wonderful gesture on your part. And he asked the couple for their permission to tell the congregation, and they said that it was fine. So the next Sunday he stood before them as I stand before you, and he told the congregation of the gift given in memory of the dead son. On the way home from church, another couple was driving home, when the father said to his wife, "Why don't we give a gift because of our son?" And his wife looked at him and said, "Well, our son didn't die in any conflict. Our son is in the back seat. He's still alive." And her husband looked at her and he said, "And that is exactly my point. That's all the more reason we have to give thanks to God." You know, every one of us sitting here this morning has an overflowing basket of abundance, of things that we need to give thanks to God for. And unfortunately, we have been forced by the society that we live in today to build fences around forgiveness, to build fences around faith, to build fences around duty, and to build fences around gratitude. But in passages like we've studied this morning, Jesus encourages you and I, you and me, sorry about that, encourages us to tear down those fences so that we can achieve all of the possibilities of the abundant life that He has for us. We need to show forgiveness. We need to show gratitude in the most unexpected places. Fanny, thank you for sharing with me sometimes. When have you gone to someone and for something totally out of the blue said thank you? When have you stopped in just a moment and listened and said to God, "Thank you"? So Jesus continued on his journey toward Jerusalem. And this miracle we've looked at this morning is just one more step in that journey. Today, each one of us, we're asked to join in the journey of faith. We're on it. We're on it. That's why you're here this morning. And like that Samaritan, when we need Jesus, we seek Him out. We look to Him. And we ask for healing in whatever form it may come. And like that Samaritan, each one of us, all the way around this room, has a unique opportunity to say to Jesus, to say to God, thank you. Two very simple words. Thank you. And then after we have said those words, we can be even more like the Samaritan. We can turn and go in a whole new direction. And we can commit and we can dedicate our lives to Him. So here's the question. What will you do? What will I do this day? Do we join the 9 who received the blessing and simply walked away? Or do we join hands with the Samaritan who turned 180 degrees and sought a brand new direction for his life? I challenge you. Find somebody. Find God and say thank you. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our hymn